Hi folks, welcome to another Stall13.com video. Yes, I do my own chores. You know, and this kind of goes to the radio show. I never ask somebody or suggest that somebody do something with their horses that I'm not prepared to do with my own horses. As crazy as it sounds right now, it's been pretty cold weather, so I'm kind of building a little fort for the barn cats so that the barn kitties stay nice and toasty. And just trying to clean off the hay a little bit. Makes it kind of easier, and just organize some stuff to feed. I want to talk to you about what do you do when you made a really bad mistake. You went to a horse auction. You went through a killer buyer, a horse trader, and you bought a horse, and the horse was doped up, and you swear that it isn't the same horse that you rode because the horse was drugged or that there was something wrong with it, and now you're stuck with this horse and you're not getting any type of cooperation out of the person you bought it from. They're not returning your phone calls. They're not answering their door when you go and knock on it. You can't seem to get a hold of them, and you're worried because, well, you paid cash. Because that's the accepted way to do it, so that you can't back out. Because they said, well, I don't know you, I don't know if your check is any good, I want cash. When in reality, you think to yourself now, the reason they were so adamant about wanting cash is because they were screwing you. There's no other way to put it. Excuse my language, but you got screwed. What do you do? What's your recourse? Well, you could try calling the police, or the sheriffs, or the state troopers, or whatever, I don't know, law enforcement agencies are in your neck of the woods. For me, it'd be county sheriff, because I'm pretty far out in the country here on the ranch. But they'll tell you it's a civil matter. Nothing they can do. It's no different than if you buy a tractor or a lawnmower, or if you bought this pitchfork and this pitchfork wasn't any good. Well, did you check it out? Well, I don't know. I don't know much about pitchforks. Well, who'd you buy it from? Have you talked to them? Well, they won't answer my calls. Well, it's a civil matter. They're small claims court. Well, it applies to horses. Over the years of being in the horse business, I remember being in the horse business in California. A lady bought a horse. The next day, the horse paralyzed her. The horse was drugged. She got on the horse in the morning, and the horse bucked her off, and it was just literally crazy. She didn't know it, but the horse had been injected with drugs to keep it calm enough for her to buy. I was working horses in northwest Iowa. A lady bought a horse for her husband at a horse auction in a big town in northwest Iowa. The next day, the guy tries to get on the horse. He got bucked off, hit the fence. They had to remove his spleen. Broken legs, broken arms, horses that are combative with other horses. It all has to do with the untrustworthiness and the just downright disgusting behavior of people towards people. What do you do when you buy a bad horse? Because it's really not that the quote-unquote horse is bad. It just hasn't had any schooling. It hasn't had any love. It's still a pretty horse. It could be a really nice horse, but it hasn't had the kind of love and attention that allows you to accept it into your barn and into your family. So the way you look at it, it's a bad horse. It's not a bad horse. It's just been around bad people. But still, it's got to go. Well, what can you do? Some people say, you know what? Drug the horse up, take it to the next horse sale, lay it off on somebody else. Unfortunately, that's what happens most of the time because it's easy. The other thing you can do is you can call someone like me in your area and say, I want you to work on the horse. They'll probably tell you it'll take a couple months. It's going to cost a lot of money. May not have it. Might not be in your budget. And in the meantime, you've lost maybe 60, 90 days of good riding weather because a horse has to be schooled. So what do you do? Well, the right thing is to be honest. Sell the horse, tell everybody what happened, and by the way, make sure you tell everybody who you bought it from so that they can't do that to someone else. It's true. A lot of times they'll say, what can I do to shut you up? Give me my money back. Well, have them take the horse back. Once you get your money back, then still talk trash about them because they're a total snot. Yeah, why not? It's not against the law. It's not libel. It's not slander. It's true. They're a piece of crap. You got screwed on a horse deal, and they'll do it to somebody else. Can't do anything about it. And you know what? If you find this video offensive, it probably means that you screwed somebody in a horse deal, and shame on you. It's lucky you're not in my barn right now, because you know there's nothing wrong with this pitchfork, and I'd just love to show you how I could use it. This has been another Stall13.com video. Take care of yourself and take care of your horses.